Hello again from the Crown Point Community Library. This is Laurel and I am here to show you this week's teen DIY bags. For this week, for summer reading, we wanted to do imaginary creatures, so dragons seem to be the theme. So I thought it would be a lot of fun if we can make our own dragon eye keychains. These are not actual dragon eyes, they are just flat marbles that we've painted and glued onto a keychain and pendant, but you might think they're dragon eyes based off of your skill set on your art. So I've included a bunch of things inside this bag that you can use to make it. And for your home things that you might just need a Sharpie, possibly some super glue. If you're not real safe with super glue, you could totally use hot glue, and maybe some nail polish. Other than that, everything else is in the bag. We've provided you with a couple of different size marbles, the pendant, and the keychain loop. So everything you need is ready for you. You just have to pick up your bag and try it out yourself. So let's get started and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so this is everything you'll find in your bag. We've given you a bunch of different marbles, different sizes, large, and a bunch of small ones. These small ones you can make into earrings or rings if you like. You're gonna get 3 toothpicks here, and I suggest you bring some Sharpies from home. Like, I got a large and a small one here. Some black nail polish if you prefer not to use a Sharpie and the nail polish instead. I've got a bunch of different colors of nail polish here. I think I'm going to use orange, red, and yellow, maybe some silver. This is super glue. If you're not safe with super glue, you can always use hot glue. I'm going to use super glue today for this big one and this pendant. Okay, so this is the flat side of the marble. I'm going to be using that. So let's move this over here and move these out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to grab my Sharpie, my fat one, and draw a line right down the middle of this flat, large marble. Doesn't have to be perfectly centered. I'm going to make the center of the iris just slightly larger. Kind of looks like a cat eye. You have to be careful with the Sharpie. Sometimes it'll rub off, so take your time and move smoothly and quickly, but carefully. These tinier ones, you'll have to make thinner lines. This one can be a thicker line. Oh, I need to go around the edge of this as well. So I'm going to put a nice thick line all around the edge of this big flat marble. Just like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think I'm going to be a little bit thicker with that line, easier to see. Okay, now I'm going to take my thinner Sharpie and I'll draw lines on the inside here of this iris coming out from the middle. All the way up to the top and from the bottom, like so. Same on this side. Now I'm going to do them all around that line that I did on the edge of the flat marble. Remember, they can be all different sizes. The more naturalistic it will look if they aren't all ending and starting at the same spot. Okay, I'm going to thicken these lines just a little bit on the edges here. Just a little bit. Maybe on this side as well. Great. So now you can kind of see, it looks like a cat eye. We're going to do a little bit more work to it. Now I'm going to take, I think my yellow, yes. Yellow nail polish, it can be any color. And I'm just gonna layer it real thinly along the first bit here. Not completely covering all of the empty space, but maybe just making a thin line, leaving some open space. Now I'm gonna take my toothpick and I'm going to just drag it through, making some lines in there, three-dimensional. There we go. I don't know if you can see it. We'll show it to you at the end. I'm going to take my orange and do the same thing. Only this time I'm going to go outward just a little bit more. Cover up some of those scratches that I made with the toothpick on both sides. You might want to let it dry in between. I'm not, for the sake of time. I'm going to scratch this one as well with my toothpick, just the same way. From the middle out to the edges. It's going to help mix the colors and also give me some cool effects. Dry it for a little bit. I'm going to add one more color all around, closer to the edge this time, I think. Just like so. Same on this side. There we go. Now I'm going to take that toothpick, do the same thing, only this time I'm going to do it from the outside in. Get a little bit of a different effect there. Okay. You can kind of see it with the white background. I'll show you at the end, like I said before. All right. I'd say let it dry for just a little bit, then we're going to put the silver on. All right. So now that it's dried, we're going to put some silver all over the back of this eyeball, everywhere. It's going to cover all the scratches and anything that we may have that is open that you can see through the back of it. This is going to make it stand out pretty cool. Give it a shimmer. We're going to let this dry. We're going to then take our super glue or a hot glue and we're going to glue it to the flat side of this pendant. I've completed a couple of pendants here for you that you can see. My two cat irises. So there you go. It's pretty simple. There are my completed ones and my final one. I hope you enjoy. I hoped you liked our video. Remember to pick up your bags at the front entrance of both of our library locations on Thursday morning. The supplies will be there until they're completely gone. Remember, if you like our videos and you'd like to see more, you can visit us at crownpointlibrary.org. There will be lots of virtual programming. You can even sign up for summer reading. There's still time and some awesome prizes to win. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy making your library keychains. Make sure you show them off to us on our Facebook Messenger. See ya. No!